Hey, you're out in the driveway with TheEZGZ. And look who pulled up. Well, Big W himself. Brought his supervisor with him. And we go out here took the cars, both of them, around the lake for a little spin here, and I says, gosh, I didn't bring my camera. I should have brought, we got to do this all over. Now we don't have time, but yeah, they're out here driving through on their Route 66 trip, and they got lost or something. So they ended up over here in town and visiting some family, and thought we'd get together and play a little bit. But I know what you really want to hear is how that new single port runs in my car, you know? And I guess the progress report is distraction, and Big W was just another one, but he was a fun one. We're out here showing him my toys and looking at my stuff, and looks like I've got a little river going or something leaking out of here over the course of the winter time. It's first day of spring here just the other day, so pretty soon we'll be getting this out and probably putting that 1776 single port right in here. I'll have a engine that I won't mind getting a little dirt on, and I won't need the extra oil sump. I'll have a little more ground clearance underneath and won't have the dual carb linkage. This one works really good, but still, you never know when they're going to start getting finicky on you. And we like to go on these 100-mile rides up in the mountains, and it'll be interesting to see how things unfold. So at any rate, you don't want to watch this. You want me to get that engine finished. Okay, guys, we're in the garage, and I just really said, okay, I gotta move forward on this engine. Gotta get this thing done. And I was amazed at how much clutter I had every place, because I'm trying to show you guys different things on different engines and different parts and oil pumps and all these things we get together, and it just seemed like the best opportunity to look at a lot of those individual internal pieces. But I'm getting ready to getting serious about this thing now. I got some new rings for it. I got several sets of rings. What else is going on here? Okay, I was showing Wendell some of these lifters up close and personal, and I looked at I found these lightweight racing lifters from AA Performance, and boy, I'm telling you, they sure look like a dead ringer for the Impy style ones, and that's probably why they're sitting here, and I never used them, but I figured I'd show them to you again. And a few people left comments about the different lifters and how the cups seem to be all different for the different manufacturers and stuff, who people are that are making this stuff. Oh, come on. I don't have the patience this morning. Oh, I forgot to turn the heat on in the garage. See, it's also an example of one of those big bowls, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just not. But it's a good looking lifter. I'm sure it's probably a cast iron of some kind. But I just wanted to show you that, and if you're thinking about getting the lightweight racing lifters from AA Performance Products, they weigh 94 grams, the stock is 97, and those CB Performance ones were what, 74, 73? So they're not that light of weight, and that's the kind of cup. Okay, so that's all the good news. Now for the big drama. My gosh, I got this all set up, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to go ahead and drill out this plug for this full flow, and I'm trying to center it up here. I've got it all strapped down to the table, and I put the other case half in there to give me a more solid base, and I'm just going to drill this out and going to tap it, and I'm down here looking at it real close. And I don't know if you see what I see, but all of a sudden I see something that looks like a crack coming right down here. Can you see that? And it's like, oh boy, now maybe that is why this case had so many things done to it but was never actually built. You know, when I got this case, it had case savers in it, and it had it was second over, and I just, you know, I kept looking at that thing and said, oh my gosh, what it looks like. It's coming right down here. So I was gonna full flow this case, but in the process of doing that, you take out the factory steel plug and you thread it for a 3/8 pipe fitting, and pipe fittings are tapered. And I sure don't want to put any pressure on this, but it doesn't look real good. And what was it? I thought I saw something actually coming down even lower right here on the side. Look at that. See, it looks like it actually, this here is part of a casting flange, but it looks like that dark mark right up there comes down and goes underneath here on the side. My fat finger in the way. I don't know how this thing will do on the focus. And to me, I'm seeing it coming right down here. It doesn't look like it's showing up in the camera, but it looks like it's heading down. And so what I did is I put some soap on it and water, made some bubble solution, and I held my finger over these two holes and put compressed air in here, just as much as I could hold with my hand, and it didn't bubble. Thank God it didn't bubble, and I'm glad I didn't pursue this any further. And I think it's gonna be a crack, guys. It just looks like it to me. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the build because I didn't see the soap bubbles, but I'm going to quit dinking around and get this thing together. You know, forget it now. I've kind of lost my head of steam there. This has really bummed me out. So we're just going to get this thing together, and that'll probably happen this weekend, but I know you guys like to see something on Saturdays, so I just wanted to show you what was going on. And had a really nice visit with Big W and his wife, and good to see those guys. It just seems like everybody's having some health issues here lately. Here's some of the specialty tools that come in handy. You probably could get by without that one. You probably could get by without that one. That's for putting the seals in. This is for spreading the case apart. This is for putting the distributor drive in and out. You might be able to use a powerful magnet or something for that. This one is for the relief plugs, in case you got one of those stuck. This one is for putting the oil filler on. Really, the ones that are hard to get by without. This is a special tool for removing the gear on the crankshaft. And I just don't know how you'd get by without something like that. This is a deck height measuring tool. I don't think you'd have to have that either. But this one right here, and all this stuff is available. And you know, as you get an engine or you have a problem or something comes up, this is just a cheesy ring compressor. But I got to hone out those cylinders, put the different rings on it, clean them up, paint them, and slap this thing together. I still even haven't measured my connecting rods. I got to take the connecting rods off. I hope that goes well, for crying out loud. This tool here, it's probably not in the correct position, but what you do, and you don't have much room here. As you can see, this fits behind it, and this tool is back clear out, but it helps you get a hold of that cam gear and pull it off. And I'll be taking off this straight cut steel gear and putting on this is trash. I got another one to replace it, and I do not recall how that happened, but I don't think it was run that way because it's too shiny. So I don't know if it got knocked around in the shop. It's been sitting around for a few years, but I got another used gear to replace that with, and I just gotta do it. So anyhow, Sorry I haven't got more progress to show you. I know you guys are anxious as I am to see this thing operate and run, and it's just taking time, and you know, I'm in that retirement mode, so I'm enjoying life. Trying to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Easy Jeezy, out!